Hello guys, welcome once again to our channel, that is Career Wave, and today we will be discussing some things about this notification as well as some rumors that has been going on and on. See, the thing is, I have already told you guys months before that the notification would be seen in month of October. That is no doubt, there is no doubt about that. So that means everything that we have updated until now since the beginning have been found to be true, and it may be somehow comprehended with a month or two delay in some of the notification, but about 80% of the time we have been always correct, and you guys always know that. So in the same way, we will be discussing few of the things that have been broadcasted on several of channels and predicted as a rumor. So we'll be clarifying over that. The thing is, the real facts, that means we will be discussing all the things, all the doubts that you have been asking in the comment section as well as on the WhatsApp and over the call. So let's start without making a delay. See, the thing is about this notification. The notification actually somehow some people have done a very great job over the YouTube, and they have been kind of admiration. That means they have brought some of the news from the older time also. But as you know that these things have already been explained in our videos, in the previous videos. If you go through the videos in these months, that you will be finding out these things already. The thing is, on the 3rd of May, they have there was a meeting in the AAI, and they found out like there were several of group CD and posts that were not even the part of the AAI authority. Reason that behind the fact is the privatization of the airports. The thing was like the tenders have been allotted for the several of the candidates, and they were actually managing those criteria. So they surrendered those posts, and instead of these posts, they asked for some ATCOs post. So first of all, the thing that I would be clarifying is 840 is not a bad thing. 840 is not a false news. It's the correct news, and it is of course for the ATC officers. But in this 840 seats, the ATC JE posts are actually 215, and that I have already been made clear in the last session. Okay, so be sure for that. 840 ATCO officers the posts are there, in which only 215 posts are indicated for this purpose. But instead, that is not the exact number. There would be several of the increase in these numbers, and also few of the people's claimed like there wouldn't be vacancy after this vacancy. So I will be making sure with the facts and the things that you would be assured that yes, there would be some vacancies in the sooner future also. I will be giving you some data and also some links that you should be going through after the session, so that you should clarify that yourself. Okay, next thing is, on the 3rd May, they actually asked for surrendering the previous vacancies that were in the department, and instead they asked for 840 ATCO officers, in which 215 were asked for ATC JE. That is our examination for direct recruitment examination. Next thing, what happened after that, there was next examination of 496 post for ATC, and people thought that this post were included in that, but of course that wasn't the fact, as I already explained in November video on 11th November. What I did on 11th November, the thing was on 7th of the November there was another board meeting, and they finalized these things, and they actually made it clear. What they made it clear, like how many posts were allocated in these periods since 2023. So after 23, whatever the things that were happening, like after the April 2023, so they gave all the things and all the vacant places, and then they made a tabulated data so that it could be accepted at the moment. Okay, so they did all the things on the 7th of the board meetings. Then afterwards, this meeting circular was updated on 23rd of the November. Although it was viral long before, and I had made video on that, but afterwards it was publicly available on the PIB site on 23rd of the November. On 23rd of the November, I already uploaded another news in our, actually that was classroom video on the YouTube, and in that video section I explained this. And then afterwards the thing was, there was exam for ATC, and then afterwards there were elections. So none of the action were taken, and the action that was taken was actually 29th of the August, means 2 days prior to this video that I am making. Okay, so on that day they actually means there are several of departments that actually sanction these posted. That is PSU department, and Department of Public Enterprises. Then there is a finance department, means allocating the budget, and there is a finance department, Ministry of Finance. There they sanction the budget to the several sectors. Then afterwards there is a public sector services department. What they do, they actually allocate those budget and then make a new budget for their programs, like wherever they would be indicating those budgets, where they would be allocating those budgets. Then afterwards these circulars are accepted, like they make analysis over that and then they release the data. So what they did actually on 29th of August, this is Department of Public Access Enterprise, that means director is actually Pavanesh. The thing was, the spelling was incorrect on the website, so people made a news about that it is incorrect because it was Pavanesh. Instead of Pavanesh, it was Pavinash on the website if you check it. So that's why few people call it rumor. And soon they deleted their video also. So actually it is correct. That is the name. On the website is incorrect. Okay. The thing is, you should be making clear of that. Then there was another thing, like if you zoom enough this circular, you will find out a box like there. So it seems like edited, but it is not edited. It is correct. On the first view, few people claim that they posted this video, this thing in their Telegram. Actually, I follow a lot of Telegram channels so that I could be getting the news exactly. Means everybody, whoever posts about the ATC exam or the AAI exams, I actually follow them. That's the fact. And I also observe them, whatever they are publishing, and then I analyze them. I debunk them if they are found false or fake, or I also support them if that is found true. So most of the time, most of the videos were actually indicating that is true, and I also did the same. Next thing is, if you analyze this figure, is this thing, you'll find out there are several of formatting errors also, and that generally do not happen. But in a rush mode, I think this circular was released in a rush mode, and whoever designed it, like there is a large gap on the paragraph beginning, here is less gap, here is a box, here is the spelling error, here is a signature error. Means signature was a little bit different, seemed to be different as in the circular, as in the circular that was being viral. So that means it is found to be true, although some people claimed it to be false, but they deleted it. Actually it is official, it is true. The thing was, like the post where the post creation was started on 3rd of May, and then 11th it was finalized from the department, and now it is accepted from the DPE. Means they can release the notification on this thing. So the thing is, whether there would be only 215 posts, no, that's not true. There would be more greater than the greater number of posts. Reason? These 215 posts were sanctioned on 34th of April. Afterwards, there were a lot of posts being created. Means these posts were created on surrendering some of the posts. Means they were allocated some of the budget from Group C and DOE, and that weren't needed. So that budget was given to these ATCEOs, and then in place of that, these many people's places were created. Now in this post, you will find out there is general manager, senior manager, assistant manager, junior executive. We can find out these the top level posts were given in the notification, that would be on promotion basis. On the below level post would be from the direct recruitment. The thing should be made clear, like junior executive exams are generally directed recruitments, and afterwards there is assistant manager. Some of the times assistant manager also is taken through direct recruitment. This would be like more clear as the notification releases, else there is a chance that it would be directly recruited. Okay, next thing is, as it was accepted and released, so it had been more clear, like the notification is going to be released by the end of the October for sure, as I claimed, like since the beginning. These are some news cuttings. If you go through this news, you will find out it was from 29th of July. 29th of July. What it is claiming? It is claiming that government plans to operationalize 12 new airport under UDAN scheme this year. Checklist here. That means this news have been circulating. Next news, business tender. Civil Aviation Ministry gets 2,357 crore budgetary allocation for 2024-25. Next thing, if you if you look under this, you'll find out the amount is for revival of 22 airports, as well as commencement of 124 RCS routes and viability gap funding for the northeast state connectivity. That means 22 new airport and 124 RCS routes, means there would be a lot of need of ATCs. Do you get my point? So if you try to be more clear, the thing is, these 215 posts, okay, these 215 posts are for only for in place of that the posts that were surrendered for group C and D. And other than that, there would be what is the actual number of ATC that is going to be released. It kind of cannot be judged on this basis of this number, because there are a lot of posts that are vacant right now and would be vacant in upcoming 2 or 3 months. Like they would be updating like how many ATC requirement is there. In RTI, you will not be able to find. RTI only publishes the thing that is actually available in public domain, not in the private domain, or not in something that is in under consideration. So it's a great chance that the post would be around 500. Okay, around 500. The post would be around 400 to 500. Next thing, India prepared plans to double the airports to 300 by 2047. That means it is the news, and news that was published in Newsmint. Okay, next thing, upcoming airports in India. So if you go through this list, there are several of the airports that are going to be operational within 6 to 8 months. That means they would be needing a lot more ATCs. Actually, for the required ATCs have been recruited in the last of the vacancy. But afterwards, the like 22 airports are to be inaugurated. That means there would be more airports within the next 6 to 8, like 12 months. That means for those purpose, the recruitment would be done this year alone. That means the 24th of this month. If you want, you can just Google it. That is not from somewhere foreign services. It is from Indian services. It is actually available on the website, Ministry of Finance, Ministry of like DPE, like on AI circulars, like on PIB. If you search, there are several of news. I have only included some of them. Next thing is, these were the things like to make sure that you should be believing this thing, that there would be higher number of ATCs in the next notification. That means you should be more concentrated for the preparation. Next thing is, you should be more focused for the preparation. Next thing is eligibility. So we'll be talking about everything like in short. Eligibility is, first of all, age. Age is for UR, it is 27 or less. For OBC, it is 30 or less. For SC, ST, it is 32 or less. First of thing. Now, qualification. If you go for qualification, it is they are asking BSc or BE BTech. BSc or BE BTech with physics and maths as a subject in any one semester, in any of the semester. In any of the semester, this is the criteria. Suppose there is no any subject indicating as a name like physics and mathematics in the mark sheet, but like for example, there is electronics subject. Electronics actually come under the physics part. That means you may ask your university or your college to make a letterhead note indicating or saying so, like this subject belong under physics, and if you carry with yourself during the DV, and they will be accepting it. Okay. That means it is not required like it should be distinctively mentioned as a physics or maths in your mark sheet. If any part of that those subjects are mentioned, like in CS there is a like a math kind of different math, there is in electronics there is different math now, but there is math. Like few people are doing the BTech for 3 years, lateral entry people, so they are claiming that they haven't studied physics and mathematics, so they won't be eligible, but they are eligible. How they are eligible? Some of the subject belong under physics and some of the subject belong under math, but you have to make sure and analyze whether that is true, and a college is willing to write that on their letterhead. Okay, so if you go through that. Next thing is, final year students are eligible. Final year student are eligible. So final year students are eligible. Final year students are eligible, and the thing is, they should have their original certificate at the time of document verification, and of course you will be having that. So that means if you are in final year, you should be going for this examination. Suppose by any chance you aren't having those certificates, so in that case, you shouldn't be surrendering your post. You should be asking for them date extension. Sometimes they put a star over that. That is, this candidature is not for sure, and they put a star, and you are given like 1 or 2 months. So this kind of benefit you will be getting. You might get. Okay. So there is a chance or a scope that you would be given some of the time for that purpose. So you should be filling the form. Next thing is syllabus. Syllabus indicates like non-technical, means 120 marks, 120 question, 120 marks, 120 question, and there is 60 question for like non-technical part, and there is 60 question for technical path, no negative marking, no negative marking. And the thing is, like 20 questions for English, 15 questions for aptitude, 15 for reasoning, and 10 for GS, GK and CA. Out of them, of about 5 to 6 questions are for current affairs, so you should be going through the current affair more seriously than that of GK. You should be leaving GK behind if you find out like you have to study like 5 subject in depth to be like 50% sure that you would be able to do that question in the examination. You aren't sure in the you might be completing the whole subject, but you won't be sure whether you would be able to do that question or not. So that means if you have a time, then you can go through that, but before going through GK you must be completing the other syllabus first. If you have extra time, then you can go for GK. Don't listen to anyone else. Okay, next thing is 60 question technical. There is physics for 30 questions and there is maths for 30 questions. And the thing is, these are basic conceptual level questions. Okay, so you can be qualifying it by your own. If you are doing the self study, you must be having some guidance. You must be having someone who may guide you through, like these are the important things you should be going. But if you believe on yourself that much, and if you can afford, you should be asking for the guidance. If you that isn't available with you, that means you should be asking for the career web guidance, that the only platform that gave selections, okay, this year. So you should be following the person who has given the selections, not the person who is just running the guarantee selection program. Do you get my point? Means they are guaranteeing the selection, doesn't mean that is guarantee. Nobody can guarantee your selection. The thing is, the only guarantee for a selection is your study, your guidance, your syllabus, your strategy. That is the only thing, and you should be following for the proven one. You don't have the time to research, to experiment yourself. That means you should be following only thing that has been already proven, because you will be having a less amount of time at the time of preparation, means like 4 to 5 months. That means you should be being more focused. Next thing is expected date. We are expecting the notification by the end of October or in the month of November. It shouldn't be in the by the mid of October, as per my sources. It should be by the end of October on the beginning of the November. That means you would be having a little bit more of the time, like 15 days more. So that is actually great news. Okay, so it should be by the end of October. The notification we are expecting by 20th October. No, there shouldn't be date, like end of October. Otherwise you will be just putting a lot of comments in the comment section that, sir, it is 20 and the notification isn't out yet. So the thing is, notification would be expected by 20th or by the end of the October or in the beginning of November. And there is a fair chance that sometimes they actually delay the notification by a month or two. Okay, so you should be mentally prepared for that as well. Okay, next thing is the examination. If the notification is released by the month of October or in the end of October, the examination will be by the end of December or January. Okay, where and your answer key would be released after 2 days of the examination, and then the final result would be expected by the end of the Feb. So like your first list means result, first list would be by the end of like March or Feb. Next, your final list means the DV would be done by April to May, and until then the academy would be vacant, means this batch would be well trained and they would be leaving for posting, and there would be place for you to join. That means you would be able to join by the end of October next year. That means it is chance that if they make it like in a faster mode, it would be by the end of July, but for safer side you should be like expecting by the October next year. Okay, this is the expected date. Now strategy. What should be your strategy? There are two strategies, like a self study and then there is a guided study program. See, guided study, whatever guidance you take by your analysis, by your observation, by your experiment, by your research, whatever the guidance you take, guidance is somehow playing a major role in your examination. You are well capable, well understandable, but in this examination there is a shorter period of time. If you are guided enough, there would be less sillier mistake, and there is a quite larger chance that you will be qualifying for the examination. That means you should be opting for guidance. That's it. But in case you are following your own method, that is you are overconfident or you are confident enough by your own research that you should be going for self study, then this method is. Otherwise you should be going for guidance program. Next thing is if you are studying by self, follow strictly NCERT. And for NCERT, there are two ways, like exemplar and as well as objectives. Both are available in the market, like MTG objective, Arihant NCERT objective, Arihant's exemplar, MTG exemplars. I have gone through them. I have used those questions in our program. That means they are both good and you can follow them. And you also can go through the NCERT examples and exercise, but you have to be strictly aware that you should be following only a basic and conceptual question, not the descriptive based question. Next thing is, what should you do? You should be having a mock for practice. If you are able to purchase, then it's good. If you are not able to purchase, then you should be going for PYQs, previous year papers questions. Okay, you should be going for that. Means you should be well aware that what is the syllabus, what is the requirement for the examination. That means you should be doing your research on. Make more time for the research, so that you should be, whatever you are studying, that is worth for this examination. Otherwise you would be just rendering in the darkness. Okay, that is the thing. Next thing is, for practice purpose, there are some of the websites like Neat Prep for physics. There is for Sen Foundry. You can also ask this. These are the basic sites. You can put a filter over there and you can just practice by yourself. But from my suggestion, you shouldn't be taking risk. You should be following the guidance program. And as per my suggestion, although I am belonging to Career Wave, that's why you might not trust that well. If you are just newer to this channel, you might not trust that well, whether that thing is true or not, but you should be researching well. You should be researching by yourself well. But Career Wave has proven the maximum selection, like 350 students directly connected with the Career Wave got selection this year. That means a quite huge number. No other platform did that number, not even closer, not even single. Okay, so don't fall for anyone. Somebody would be claiming that there is no requirement of guidance, you should be able to qualify by yourself, and then by the end of month they would be launching their own batches. Don't fall those fake promises. Everybody is doing the same thing. They are doing the business out of you. Okay, so at least for the same thing, means the clear thing, means the thing that is actually promising something, means follow the quality, follow the thing that you can believe, follow the thing that people suggest. So follow the people who have been qualified, and they of course will be suggesting you the Career Wave, if they have qualified. Some of the people, they join the program, but they sooner leave the program until like somebody compelled them, like this one is better, the another one is better, and they go for the next other places, and they after the end they claim that they have been part of this Career Wave and not selected. No, not all the people would be qualifying in the examination. That means the only people that qualify, they actually are studying well, they are strictly following the strategy of ourselves, and then hence they are qualifying. Okay, so in guidance program, you should be looking for what are the things, like you should be looking for concise concepts. You would be looking for like live doubt sessions. If there isn't any availability of live class, don't join that. There should be live class, there should be a live discussion classes. There are several of doubt that need to be clarified. You might discuss them as well by yourself in that communities they provide, but you should be looking for a live class. If that is available, that is a good thing, so you should be checking that. Next thing is, they should be giving you mocks, and that mocks should be greater. That means go through 1 or 2 mocks, you will be able to find out, and then compare it with the previous year question. You will find out whether it is up to the mark or not. So you should be going to the mocks. Mocks to be 3 types, like one to be sectional mocks, like non-technical and technical. Then there would be subject wise marks that we actually provide. Then there should be full marks and PYQs, previous year papers also. These types of marks should be available. Next thing is, there should be some practice sessions. Practice means there should be practice papers, daily practice paper, DPPs there should be there, or there should be quiz as we do that now, quiz. There should be quiz. There should be some short books like e-books, formula books, some bites should be there. Like there would be like a stepping stone in your journey. Means you are, instead of you making the concise note, that note is already available, then you can just copy it down, then you can just revise it down. There would be a lot of time saved during that, and we do all those things in our courses. You can join and you can check by yourself. Next thing is our record selections. Some of the peoples are listed over here. They are from the paid program, and you can check them. Their interviews are updated on the YouTube as soon as they join. Their joining is done. Some of the more interviews will be publicly available on the YouTube. Okay. Next thing is, you can see that Until now we have given like 1300 plus selection until our starting journey, and there are several of the things like reward kits and many more things that you will go, if you go through the community section of the YouTube and the WhatsApp and the Telegram, you'll find out a lot of more things. We are actually busy by ourselves, that means we aren't that much available on the public platforms, but people who have been connected through us, they know the things and they would be guiding you. So follow the person who has already qualified, follow the person who has made the record, follow the person who has already proved himself, not the things that they are claiming, but you should be checking by yourself. Okay, good. Next thing is it's students reviews. You can go for the reviews also, not the reviews that the people who have left, the people who have qualified, those people reviews. Several of reviews that I haven't replied until now, but they have been there, है People are very patient, very cooperative in nature. They ask for the thing, I make that time available for them, and now I do the same. Okay, so it is a kind of atmosphere that we research together, we brainstorm together, we come up with a new strategies, new plans as per the demand, not the fixed thing like this is the fixed thing that we will be following on the same. No, we do everything by a community, we chat, we put the things together, we actually discuss on the thing. If something is idea is like more supportive in nature, more provocative in nature, like more supportive in the qualifying the examination, that we actually include in the chapters. We do invest more than we earn. Okay, and you will be sure for that if you visit us. So several of reviews were there and few of them I have actually pasted. Next, this is the syllabus, age limit, pay scale. Okay, 13 lakh CPC, our batches. Next thing is our batches. There is 2 batches in the bilingual medium, and actually I ask for joining the bilingual. If you are able to understand Hindi a little bit, you should be going for these 2 batches. Super 50 batch actually has 12-month of validity. Okay, 12-month validity, and they provide technical and non-technical both. Okay, in their syllabus, they provide the assessment and evaluation of your assignments. Several of assignment we provide after each chapter, and that is actually evaluated. Okay, that means everything would be available in the super 50 batch. Then afterwards there is a scorer batch. Scorer batch guarantees only the technical section, and 6-month validity is there, but somehow until the examination I will be increasing this validity. Okay, that means it would be valid until the examination. Okay, next thing is like the English medium batch. This is the first time we have launched the English medium batch, and the students are quite supportive in nature. They have been studying very well. As per the progress report, they have doing very well, and you can join and experience by your own. Okay, so if you are in from the southern India part, or the areas that you think like English would be more supportive rather than Hindi, then you should be joining the English medium batch. And you will be amazed to know that the first batch was called our first batch was Super 20, and out of 20 students, 18, like around 18 students were from southern India part, and that was the batch that made a success. Like from that batch onwards, we claimed like 80% success ratio on the basis of the southern India part, means they gave more result. But afterwards we weren't able to launch the English medium batch, hence somehow the connectivity lost between us. But right now we have already launched, and very students are interested in that, and all of them are from the southern regions, and they are quite doing very well. Okay, so you can join and experience by your own. Individual batch is also available, like math individual and physics individual batch is also available. If you are interested, you can join a single batch also, and for that purpose you should be contacting or visiting our website like careerwave.org, or downloading our application, that is Careerwave AI ATC, on the Play Store, that is already available, and the link would be available in the description as well. Next thing is you should be contacting over this number first. If it is by somehow if you are unable to connect this number, you should be going through this number. Next, afterward there is an email ID that you should be joining, but instead doing emails, you just put a WhatsApp first. Okay, because we are less in resources, this less number of people are there, 1 or 2 people are there, that means we won't be able to look every platform. There are several of Telegram platform, then there is a WhatsApp, 4-number WhatsApp, so that is more than enough to communicate. Now there is application support system, so in that you can ask the question, but I would suggest that follow the WhatsApp first, then afterwards any media other than that. That is our address. You can visit us whenever you have a time, and you would be more amazed to visit us, because you would be more like enthusiastic in nature. You will be feeling more motivated, because we have the data that we will be showing you. We will be proving that every candidate, we have the list of qualified candidates from every of the batches. each time the batches that we launch, and you will be amazed to know that I will be showing you every video. If you have any doubt, don't post it publicly. Like some people post it publicly, they are just abusing in nature. Don't do that, na? If you have any problem with us or with a career wave, just communicate with us, visit us. I will be showing you everything. We never claim or we never make any false promises. You have already should be knowing. You have, if you have followed us along before, you must be knowing that those things. There is a quite little bit of, means a minute chance, even negligible chance of error is there. So we do our best. So if you visit us, I will be showing you every record, every data. That means you would be more reliable, more believable. Okay, so that means instead posting anything publicly like rumor thing, if you belong to from other platform, that's very good of you that you do the same. But if you are a student, don't put those things. If you have any doubt, just ask us first. Ask us, clarify with us. If you are satisfied, then okay. If you are not satisfied, then you can rate on the Play Store, rate on the map. You can just put a comment, and I would not be relating that. I will be accepting my failure if that there is. Okay, but if you are just making anything nonsense, like if you aren't actually experienced that, you are just believing some rumors that other peoples are making, then don't follow that. Okay, so that was all for today. I hope that everything that was asked in the comment section made been clear. The video was in English medium only for the Southern India part student, that because they many students were called and they asked for the summarized news. So I tried to make that from my part, कि everybody should be understanding the thing that I am claiming, and I have proven everything, every detail, like every fact and thing. Like these notification, if you don't believe anything in that, you can check by your own. And if you are unable to check these notifications, then go look for the older videos, my older videos about the next vacancy. You will find out these notifications. That means you don't have to believe only me. Just check those videos. We have already posted these things. That means there shouldn't be any single doubt. Okay, so if you are joining us, that means you should be having a faith, you should be having a belief on yourself as well as on us. Okay, that means together we can do something. We have a common target, that is selection of you. So follow the let's work for that only sole purpose. Okay, wish you all the best. Take care. Bye bye. Have a healthy smile. Wish you best.